Okay, so now part of this, let's look at the next one here, theme settings. One thing I want you to remember clearly that not all themes will give you such a useful interface to control each and everything. Some themes may not give this kind of elements for you to control it. Then the best option is you have to go read the documentation, like how to control based on the theme of the theme documentation. The other option is you have to edit the code for certain files. So I will show you how to customize the code, but again, we don't have to be programmers to customize it. But we'll try to utilize the main features of a theme and then try to get the good look and feel on the functionality here. So part of this, in this case, in the settings, there are something called exclude RSS link. What is RSS? That is nothing but the link here, what you see on the right side. I'll talk about it later. And then this is something called exclude search form. So if you don't want to see the search here, you can disable that option. But now the next important here is header slider and footer slider. The slider is nothing but what you see on the home page under the featured section. This is what slider. If I have more than, let's say, 5-6 posts here, you will see all of them here one after another. Okay, and you can see the best example how the demo of the theme Newsy shows the 5 images and 5 titles on the top side in the feature, and I can click here. It goes to the it slides to the next post. And similarly, we have the same featured slider on in the footer also. Okay, so now for this website purpose, I don't want to enable the footer, the slider at this point. So I can turn it off, or if I want to keep it, I can keep it for only for posts, or I can use it for images. If I select for images, it gives me an option. Okay, upload an image, give me a link and title. I'll show whatever you enter here. So again, these are all theme specific options, but these are all giving you an example like what can be customized in the WordPress website. If not by theme, as I said, you may have to go to the code level, but I'll talk about how to make the code level changes later. So now in this case, I want to turn off header slider. Same thing with the footer slider also, I want to turn it off. And now this gets interesting here. There is something called footer widgets. What is a widget? We will see that in some time. But it is nothing but, first of all, widget is nothing but a customizable snippet of the program which you can add and remove. So you don't have to go to the programming level. So it is giving me 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's say sections here. Okay, how is this going to look like? Let's go to the demo first. Okay, and if I scroll down to the footer, I see there are 3 sections. One is pages and recent comments and some text on the right side. So this is what the number of sections in the footer is controlled by this option called footer widgets. Yeah, I like to have, let's say, 4 of them, and let's see how it's going to look like, right? And then there is a footer text left, footer text right. Okay, so where are these two coming into picture? Let's go to the site, and here you can see the name of the site called Part-Time Startups 2003 Copyrighted. That is footer text left. On the right side, powered by WordPress, this is what right side text of the footer. Now in this case, I don't want to show any text on the right side, so I'll just enter a blank space, and now I'll do save all. After this save, let's go and see how the page looks like. Let me refresh my home page. Now you can see there is no header slider. That's number 1. Number 2, you don't see footer slider too. Okay, and number 3, you don't see right side footer text. Good. Now we're seeing all the changes, but what about the footer widgets? How can I add columns to that? Okay, that is, you don't see them here until you add content of the widget properly. So how do we do that? I'll show widget content later, but for now, just to get an idea, you got 4 columns is what I selected, right? There is an appearance and widgets section, and here on the right side you will see that the available widgets here. So you can see footer widget 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I chose there 4, I see 4. If I select 3, I'll see only 3 of them available. Okay, later sections I'll tell you how to add content to the widgets. Okay, but for now, we are successfully customized using the new C theme settings, and we improved the look of it by removing the headers and sliders and shortening the blocks text and everything. Okay, so now we'll learn more in the next section about customizing the settings.